Both Jesus and Buddha pointed the way to enlightenment or God consciousness similarly. Buddha called it the middle path. Jesus described it as the narrow gate. Jesus said that for a wealthy man to enter God's kingdom was like a camel passing through the eye of the needle. This eye of the needle was a small gate in the wall of ancient Jerusalem. Caravans arriving after dark had to enter through this small gate as protection against nocturnal attacks. And to pass through the eye of the needle, a camel had to be unburdened and crawl through on its knees, unburdening and bringing us humbly to our knees so that we may enter God's kingdom or consciousness, is what we believe the point of the Lord's Prayer is.
The Lord's Prayer has taken us to many unexpected places and given us many experiences, including finding a game that we discovered within the Lord's Prayer. This game was revealed to us by a children's entertainment concept that we developed. In Bodhi's book, Live the Promise, we describe how our 16 animated characters unexpectedly aligned with the 7 levels of the Lord's Prayer to reveal this game, and how this game then led us to heart dances, which we will be introducing you to in just a few minutes.
Our game came with a game board, which contains important symbols and numeric messages. It has 474 dots, and in Kabbalah, 474 is the number of Thoth. Thoth is the elusive, invisible seraph ascending through the middle path of the Hebrew tree of life into Kether or God consciousness. In Kabbalah, this middle path is called the path of the high priestess.
In 1989, about a year after creating our game board, Bodhi and I took a fascinating trip to Mexico. At Temple of the Sun in Palenque, we both had trance-like experiences while saying the Lord's Prayer in front of the Sun Cross Codex. We now see both the center of the Lord's Prayer and the center of the Sun Cross Codex teaching that to enter the heavens we must sacrifice the hardness of our hearts.
Our human hearts are hardened when our lower animal instincts try to defend our spiritual nature, our spiritual heart. The destructive results are war, poverty, suffering, and all that truly threatens us. It's ironic. What we actually fear most is our own defenses.
The first design that we discovered within the Lord's Prayer is a 6-pointed Star of David. Graphically implying this ancient Hebrew symbol within our hearts, Jesus illustrates how we are God's will, or let there be light, and we are the light of the world.
The primary theme of the Lord's Prayer is unity, which is accentuated by the first 2 words, and also by the correlations to the 7 chakras, the 7 original branches of yoga, the Kabbalah, its correlation to the Sun Cross Codex, and by the 6-pointed star within it. This is how the Lord's Prayer led us to sacred geometry. Sacred geometry reveals this same interconnectedness. In the Flower of Life, we find the religious icons of all major religions.
Some say the flower of life represents the very fabric of creation, and the more we contemplate it, the more feasible this seems. Within the flower of life is this 8-pointed, 3-dimensional star. It's called a star tetrahedron. This star is 2 tetrahedrons united, and science proves that it is woven into the atomic and molecular structures of everything. This is why we call it God's signature. By weaving it into the Lord's Prayer, we believe Jesus is helping our subconscious inner child to open our hearts and recognize our connection to everything. The star tetrahedron within the Lord's Prayer reveals how heaven and earth are united within us, illustrating the promise that we are divine vessels.